What is going on, guys? We have made about $27,000 so far this month day trading futures. Today we made about $5,000 in literally like 10 minutes. I'm about to walk you through the exact trade I took in this video. Let's get right to it. And guys, by the way, I've only been trading my live account this week. That's it. So this is all real money to be made. I'm not trading prop accounts as much anymore. I'm actually ready to size back up coming next week because of how well the market has started to trade. Also, guys, I will be unboxing my two brand new watches I just bought recently. Those of y'all that have been asking, I'll put it at the end of the video. Those of y'all that don't care can just go away. Those of y'all that care can stay tuned and watch the video, and I'll show you the watches. Now, let's get right into the trade. The first thing to take note of today is that we had red folder news actually come out at 10 a.m. So I was looking to take a trade kind of pre-market before 10 a.m., before consumer sentiment, before inflation expectations, right? So after that, I look at the longer time frame chart to analyze my trades and know what I want to do, or this is a sentiment or direction for the day. So we kind of obviously identified a pretty clear bearish structure, like we've been in a bearish structure for a long time. So knowing that, I was looking for shorts off the open, right? So pre-market, already looking for shorts. We had identified this 4-hour supply that we were opening up in. So because of that, on the 5-minute is where I actually execute, right? I wanted to take attention or pay attention to what price was actually doing in this 4-hour supply. So our trade actually was from right here to VWAP. Took a nice 10 points on this trade. The first thing I noticed is we were kind of having a nice clear uptrend into supply. Didn't really like any activity from sellers. Even this move down from the sellers was pretty weak until we got up to here, right? We had a decent sell side reaction with decent volume coming in. Again, this is pre-market. So we'll go over everything that happened as we were coming into that level and as we actually took the trade. So about right here, right? This is the first reaction down. So every time we kind of see us making these new highs on the book map, the buyers got exhausted, right? So I was kind of waiting on a little bit of a consolidation to form. And also, guys, something to note on the footprint chart here. This is the trade we actually took. Our entry was at 850. We got out at about 915. So very fast trade. Something to take note, right? We started to move down and then volume slowly starts to show up more on the bottom side, and we fill this buy side imbalance. So this was key. If we did not fill this buy side imbalance for me, I would have not have wanted to take the trade. So we do have most of the volume down here in dead volume as the price is pushing back up. So kind of my entry was in the dead volume on this wick right here. This is how it looks on the book map, right? Remember those new highs, volume was dying out, volume was dying out, volume was dying out. Right here at about 850, when we see the dead complete exhaustion from buyers at this higher price point, was when I decided to hop into a short because the invalidation level was really well. We fully fill the buy side imbalance with good volume on the bottom, which was key. And then that last candle has some exhaustion from buyers at the top, and the dead volume of the candle for our entry played it off. And then we had a really good invalidation point right here where we saw very strong in the book map buyers really struggling to get back up into. So this played into the open. As you can tell, the market just went up, open, just went crazy after the open. And we had news come down, completely sell the market off, have an insane reaction. So I wanted to stay away from that, which is why I decided to take an early pre-market trade. The VIX at 850 also really helped. We got into our trade here and the VIX started having a nice move up. And as it started to kind of come back in and, go back, because we had this move down, right? Inversal here, didn't look good for us until we started to come back up, seeing some buy side absorption, and the VIX actually followed through, made us hold this trade all the way down here a little bit further. Very important here is also the 5-minute structure, as we kind of held this lower high, which was my invalidation point, right? I put my stop there because if we did not hold this lower high, the market was still going to be in a very clear uptrend. So my thesis here was this being a lower high, a structure shift in the 5-minute chart, letting us know that we will come back down and at least make a new low here, which is where my first TP target was. And obviously I got all the way down to VWAP, and the open came up and just went nuts. Very key here, guys. The most important part was a small risk. We were able to get 3 points of risk on this trade for 10-point total profit on the last trim. So over a 3-point R&R, which again was the biggest factor here. But just looking at the tape, seeing the seller step up, fill the buy side imbalance, come back up with buy side exhaustion with dead volume into a lower high, which is actually pretty important on the 5-minute time frame, confirming that if this lower high was held, we should come back down here and make a lower low. So just simple price action, you guys, into supply, into a very strong bearish market sentiment. Gave us a very nice hit up there before the open. We were done before the market even opened, guys. Great trade. We're on a very nice win streak. We've been doing really well. The market's starting to get a little bit better and better, ready to size back up. And also, if you want a free course on my entire strategy, I will link it down below. If y'all have not watched it yet, I highly recommend you do. It has everything you need to know to understand how my strategy works, guys. Unboxing time. So we have just gotten a beautiful, my very first AP. We'll unbox this last. Some of you have already seen this new watch I just bought. This is actually a gift from my father. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox both of them for y'all. Starting off with the Rolex. All right. Let me get rid of it. All righty. Beautiful date just, guys. Awesome dual tone. Beautiful piece, man. Very, very cool. By the way, I'm not really here to flex, guys. I'm just showing you guys what is possible. I've been trading for a very, very long time. Keep that in mind. All right, guys, let's get right on to the next watch. My very first AP. I cannot be more excited about this one. The one thing I actually love about these watches, man, the APs, is look at the box they come in. Look how pretty that is, dude. It's a nice hardwood box. Nice, like, I don't even know what that is in the bottom, but look how perfect this watch is. I love the simplicity of it, right? The Royal Oaks. My very first one. This is pretty penny, but I honestly really, really worth it. These watches hold value really, really well, which is very important to me because when I first started buying watches, I didn't really care about the resale value if they hold value. And now that is, if I'm spending a bag on these watches, it's very, very important to me. Anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed that. If y'all want a full video on all my watches, which I do have a good bit of watches, let me know in the comments and I'll make that happen. See you in the next video.